Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have your own reading, Capricorn, but it's never just about you. Yeah, and definitely it's not, right? We already have a storyline here, breaking news at Power and Light Tarot, right? Yeah. And we're only bringing you the truth here, Capricorn. Yeah, we are. We're real investigative journalists, right? We are not just saying what we're paid to say. No, we're not. We have the soul giraffe, Capricorn, and here's the cutie giraffe. He has a swirl on his little kind of forehead here, right? It's right here where the third eye is, right? So you know that he's following his path, right? Or he's trusting his intuition, or he is attempting to, because the soul giraffe talks about somebody who is trying to see things at a higher perspective, right? And I hope you guys are all well too, Capricorn. But what I wanted to say here in this reading, most of these readings, sometimes we're just reading your energy. Sometimes, excuse me, like what you already know. But many times this is, God, I forgot what I was going to say now. Many times, like how I was going to word it, many times this is telling somebody what they need to know. Yeah, right? Of course, right? Kind of like the South and the North nodes. I feel like what is? I feel like it's the North node that is kind of telling you what you need to know. But maybe it's kind of between the both. But it is, and the South node is about kind of what you've already learned, right, in your past life. Okay. So let's get into this because, we're not having a discussion about the nodes. No. We have find your star family in this cosmic game of hide and seek. Maybe somebody's playing some type of game with you, Capricorn. I don't really mean literally, right? Like, or they're like playing games and, they're a jerk, right? I don't mean that. I just mean that this hide and seek kind of, they could be trying to find themselves, like, they're on a journey, this seeking, right? Maybe they were hiding from their own intuition and their own higher perspective. Yeah, I feel like that's what's going on here. So we have take time to breathe out. Maybe you're having a baby, Capricorn. What do they call that stuff when you kind of breathe? They tell you to breathe heavy. Maybe, right? But you are somebody here. You are your person, right? Take time to breathe out. And then we have hold your vision. So these are about cycles typically, or the energy of a disseminating moon or a fixed moon. But let's have a look here at the moonology. Let's see what it says here. And take time to breathe out. The disseminating. That's not a. What do they call that moon? The crest of the waning moon is when it gets smaller, right? And then and then it eventually fades entirely, and then it becomes a new moon. So this is something else, disseminating moon, but it's definitely not a full moon. Let's have a look at that. Disseminating moon. That is if we can find it, right? Yeah, this is kind of, OMG, right? New moon phases. Okay. I don't like how they have this set up. No, I don't. Well, it's just harder to find full moon cards, you see? Okay. So let's look over here at the disseminating moon. If we can find it, OMG, right? Okay, take time to breathe out. The intensity of the full moon has abated. Kind of gone away, right? The intensity, I believe so. And what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. Okay, so there is no full moon. I think we have a full moon right now. I think we do, right? Let me see. We have the new moon in Pisces. Okay. I'm confused right now, so never mind, right? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked, and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Yeah, that's why somebody's trying to look at their higher perspective, right? And, when we say find your star family, somebody might think you're a soulmate here. I feel like they do. They want to play this little game here, Capricorn, like when you go to the church festivals, right? And you spin the wheel of fortune. Yeah, this person thinks you're their cosmic partner. Or you feel this way, right? Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Somebody feels kind of like, take time to breathe out. Somebody here in this reading, you or your person's not feeling so great about this. about this like relationship that they want with you. Yeah, or this is you. And try to accept the way things are now. Give yourself and others time to relax, breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now's the time to reflect on how to do things differently the next time. Yeah, this is like somebody's trying to figure out, it could be how to figure out their whole life. I'm going to do things different the next way, because right here we already know they're trying to gain a higher perspective and find your star family in this cosmic game. Somebody's playing the cosmic game here with this higher perspective, like they're trying to figure out their life intuitively. Yeah, they could have woke up, right? Just banged on their forehead for you, Capricorn. Right? Maybe. Okay, let's see what else it says. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. Yeah, and that's what, of course, the cards are about. These particular cards, cycles. And somebody here is unhappy in their life. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation. So they're sitting there trying to figure their life out. They are. Because you're their cosmic cutie, Capricorn. I feel like you are, right? Hold your vision, fixed moon. Let's look at the fixed moon here. And they're trying to hold. They might have a low attention span, Capricorn. They could, when it says hold your vision. Hopefully not, right? Because you want somebody who's kind of grown. Oh, I get it. They got these all new moon, fixed moon. Okay, let's see. I beg your pardon on this, you guys. Okay, so this is hold your vision. We know what that means here, and this is about a cycle. So this person is trying to pay, whoever's doing this, trying to figure out who they're, knowing, I believe, that you are their cosmic partner, but still trying to, like, and they're unhappy in their life, still trying to kind of like peg it, and not peg it, but finalize it and confirm it. Yeah, and this hold your vision card. Okay. So let's see what we have, though. We have the Ten of Swords, Capricorn. We got to keep going, right? Ten of Swords, and this is the same thing as the Ten of Arrows. So these are 10 arrows of love or pain, because if they hit you, boom, right? Or it's going to be a sharp one, right? And so this Ten of Swords, let's see what they have to say about that. Yeah, let's see. And that is with the Lover's deck. Yeah, it is. We know what it is pretty much, but oh God. Okay, let's see what it says. Sorry about this kind of lull here, right? Ten of Swords. We know this is usually a harsh ending. We do. Sometimes this talks about like the worst is over. In this deck, it talks about accumulating wisdom. So we know that tens are about completions and ending cycles, right? And here's a cycle. Somebody's gaining major wisdom here. That's what they're doing, right? With their higher perspective. This person already knows, if this isn't you, Capricorn, they already know what they need to do. Yeah. And they want to come and nurture you, Capricorn. Yeah. And they want to go into the forest and play a flute for you, maybe, right? And she's standing, I don't know what she's standing over. It's really beautiful, right? They have this, and the butterfly is here on the butterflies on the kind of the tree branch, right? There's a couple of them. The swirls are here, and there's this kind of beautiful little like stardust or something falling down here. And then we have, Capricorn, we have practical intuition. So we have somebody, right? The old lady is here, a very wise old woman. She's doing some type of intuitive kind of ritual here, right? And here she is, and her fingers are in the water, but the rabbit is here for fertility, and she's out at night. Yeah, and they have this kind of these kind of like headstone, or I forgot what you call that over there in somewhere in Europe, right? But the swirls are here. She's practicing her intuition, right? The name's not important, not really, but she's doing that, and she is. This person here, whoever they are, Capricorn, is like they're totally in their intuition and in their higher consciousness about this. It's either you or them, right? Let's see what else they say about this Ten of Arrows, right? And this is understanding, accumulation, and wisdom. Yeah, they totally understand, because they're in this higher perspective. Perfect emotional wisdom gained through experience. Wow. The ending of a difficult situation. Sharing knowledge with others. All right. I feel like this person might want to tell you here, Capricorn, that you're their soul partner in this life. I feel like they do. Or you maybe want to tell them, possibly. Uh, Somebody here is like, one of you guys is really wanting to give to this and nurture this. I feel like that's what's going on here in this reading. Okay, the fixed moon here. God, she has all these categories, right? This is right before the Ten of Swords. Sometimes the order here is very indicative, right, or very relevant. Hold your vision, the fixed moon. There are two main possibilities with this card. Yeah, your person is kind of, they're wondering if they should just like close out a cycle, right? And interestingly enough, we see like it's a half moon here. So this is like between cycles. And this is saying here, there are two main possibilities with this card. Anytime something is kind of cut in half, I'm sure there's a more elegant way to say it, I'm sure there is, could mean like 50-50, like, oh, do I want that over there, do I want this over here, right? Anything that has to do with a two. And this is like a two that is dividing, not two, but there's two sides. The moon that has kind of, it's a half moon, so this means that this is waned kind of. It just means that, it does, you guys. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. There are two possibilities. So you or your person needs to stand firm in whatever situation you're in, or the second, the interpretation is that something's very stuck. Well, something's very stuck here, Capricorn, because this person knows that this union between you both will just nurture them. They know it because we have nurture next to practical intuition. Yeah. Sorry I'm going so slow with these. Couldn't find these. This is a brand new deck. It is, right? Interesting. Hold your moon, hold your vision, the fixed moon. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think. Have a think, Capricorn. Don't have a drink, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheel so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. That's what this person's doing. Like, they don't want to budge. But they know, Capricorn, that you're the one. You're the one, baby. And be the one to break a deadlock. Yeah, this person's been in deadlock. Yeah, we're going to go undeadlock them, Capricorn. We are. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning, of course. Okay. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Well, for sure it does, because the first card here is the soul giraffe, right? Which is, a higher perspective, right? And the last card we have, Capricorn, is Winter's Dream, all right? I'm not dreaming for winter. No, I'm not, because according to the Farmer's Almanac, it's going to be, right? And it's going to be a cold winter. Maybe not here, but I hope I'm not here anymore. But my point about it is that they use the Farmer's Almanac. They don't use chemicals. They go look at what the little earthworm is, like what he's doing and what the animals are doing. This is how they judge if it's going to be a cold winter. Yeah. They don't need to, just do all this stuff. No, it's bullshit, right? Okay. They'll do anything to make money, right? Something could have been working perfectly, and they've done it all along about everything, and they're still doing it. Winter's Dream, gestation period, sanctuary, conscious awareness. Yeah, the Winter's Dream is a summons to go within. Okay, we know. Your life force longs to turn inward, like the sap of trees returning to the roots. Cast your gaze toward the deep and hidden places in your heart. Come to rest again in the sanctuary and safety of your soul, and be at peace, basking in your crystalline clarity in that quiet place. This is not hibernation. Don't fall asleep. Take your quiet, wakeful nature with you into stillness, and know that you are replenishing your life force. Yeah, your person, I believe, whoever's doing this in this energy is a little bit unhappy here, or maybe majorly, but looks like they're unhappy, and that they are kind of rethinking their whole life, right? Remember what she said, have a think, right? Yeah, and mhm. Trust that the deeply buried seeds inside your soul, the ones you planted even before you were born, are softly stirring, ready to awaken with the spring. But don't try to rouse them early. Instead, surrender to the quiet of winter's dream. Yeah, this talks about somebody awakening. It is. It talks about, like, get into your peaceful place and accept an awakening. It does. Winter's dream can lull you into a slumber where you can lose conscious and become caught in a nightmare. Awaken, awaken. Find that easy return to wakefulness that brings you clarity. This is the time to set your priorities in order, yet not act on any of them. That's what this person's doing. And we have Capricorn, the joyful muse here, and we have this kitty cat, right? He is, and he's just so amped up here. He drank like 10 cups of coffee. He's holding his paintbrush and his palette, and then he's holding, do they call that the palette? I feel like they do. And he's holding his, it looks like his violin, right? But he's so pumped. The joyful muse, inspiration. This person, whoever is unhappy, is very inspired by you, and they know that you're their soul partner. They sure do, right? And at least they know that, right? Because somebody here, I feel like, was blocking their intuition. Maybe they're not doing it anymore, right? I feel like what they are doing here is wanting to accept it and walk into it and nurture this, right? And by way of this nurturing, kind of, is nurturing their own intuition, like nurturing their own spiritual growth. Like they know that if they've succumbed to this, I have to say succumbed or rest, if they let themselves be rescued, that they're like, this is going to be so much better for their own life. Not only are they nurturing this relationship with you, but they're nurturing their own growth and their own happiness and their own peace. Somebody here is kind of a troubled person. Yeah, they are. It's not me, Capricorn. I'm not troubled, right? I've already had my lobotomy. I'm no longer troubled. Let's see what we have for Capricorn, and let's go ahead and get a couple of. Wow, it's 17 minutes in. Wow, dude. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. We have the Death card. Let's see what else we have. And we have the Eight of Cups. OMG. The Six of Cups. This is about somebody from your past. And maybe it is you trying to gain the higher perspective, but I don't really feel like it is. I feel like it's somebody who didn't really want to, who awakened, or they didn't want to trust their intuition, or they wanted to be stubborn and stay like, what's that called when you will not awaken? Like, stay in the 3D kind of, I guess that's, or stay behind with all the people, right, who don't want to awaken. And blessed are the ones who are awakened, because there's a vast fortune for those people. And stagnant and unfortunate are the people who refuse to awaken. Yeah, I feel like that's totally true. Yeah, today I was listening to this podcast about this woman who she was a Russian woman, and she was born in a family of, like, they were doing some mystic work or something like that in her family. So, she left her own country. Her name is like Badinsky or something like that. But when she went to India and these places, right? India was the place of enlightenment. It was. But I don't know what happened to her in India, but she never went back. But long story short, she was saying, writing all these kind of papers and, telling the world about higher consciousness and things like that. And they tried to take her down. So this is what happens right now when people are trying to speak the truth. Whenever somebody is trying to awaken you to something, even like higher, just even something that's really good for you, the other people feel threatened who want to stay behind, or they feel threatened because you are like, you're outsmarting them, or you are like, you're showing them up. And that is what happened with Dr. Judy Mikovits, right? Mikovits. So let's continue here. You guys can look her up if you want. You better go down the rabbit hole, because there could be a lot of lies, right? There really could. I went to her meeting. Yeah, but we won't talk about it here. So let's see, Capricorn. We have the Death card and the Star and the Temperance card, right? And so, this could be your person's reading. It looks like you had an ending, but I can tell in this reading here with this person, some type of ending. This Death card with this Eight of Cups, this talks about somebody walking away for a transformation. because we have the Star and the Three of Cups in the reading. Somebody is thinking, or you are maybe, but it looks like it's your person in this reading. I don't have their formal cards, but it looks like it is them who wants to transform this, and they are in their kind of quiet spiritual place. I feel like this person, is beginning to really accept this. Like, there's something in this reading where I can't deny this. I can't negate it. Like, I can't, right? It's like when some people go through an awakening, they're like, wow, oh, I didn't know all this, right? And so I didn't know how much I didn't know, right? But, maybe before that, somebody mentioned something to them about spirituality and they scoffed at them, right? Well, you don't be silly, right? Or, yeah. So let's see. We have the Eight of Wands, and this is going to be in there, and this is in your concern. This is change, growth, passions of arrow, progress, moving forward. It could be sudden change, and it could be communication. It really could be. Yeah. So let's see what else we have. We have the Lovers. This is in your environment. Wow, this is a big read. It is. And what you want here, Capricorn, Page of Wands, you want a renewal with this person. I feel like you definitely do. And your outcome or part of your desire is the Queen of Swords. So you're wondering here I feel like if you are going to have a renewal or maybe a change in direction with this person, like a good change, a forward change. It's very clear here. What's on your mind is Temperance. And, maybe this is a Sag, but this could be like healing, emotional growth, right? Grounding. That's what she's doing. She's grounding herself, basically. And, she's pouring these two, one's water, and I don't know what the other one is, but it's fire, right? There's some, yeah. And so, really interesting because she's pouring the fire from the cup. And so, there's some type of maturity here and some type of emotional grounding, but I have that is coming here from this awakening or this spiritual growth or higher consciousness. Yeah, and we see it here with the Ten of Wands, Ten of Arrows, because they were talking about wisdom. Yeah, they were, and spiritual growth. Yes, they were. So, and and this also talks about the end of something hard. I feel like that's what this is saying. This journey here is difficult for this person, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have the Death card and the Eight of Cups here, and somebody, maybe you have to walk away from them. We have the Hanged Man. I feel like you could be waiting possibly for this person to walk away from somebody. You could. But you could be, this could be a very enlightening energy. But I do feel like it has more to do with some type of ending, transformation, and a sacrifice here with this Hanged Man. And an enlightenment. Both. Because the Hanged Man is all of the above. And we have the Six of Pentacles with it. You might have had to walk away from this person, Capricorn, maybe because they were stuck. The Hangman can talk about stuck energy. You could be saying, I can't sit here with you while you, unstuck yourself. Yeah, right? That sounds terrible. Unstuck yourself. That word's terrible, right? It is. I don't think I've said it that much lately. Six of Cups in the root. This is somebody from your past. Somebody who's, very special to you, right? Somebody you want to nurture. They want to nurture this. This person wants to give to this. And that's what this is all about with this nurture and practical intuition. Yeah. They want to. This person here is waking up to, I feel like waking up to their courage. Yeah, they've already woken up. Yeah, they have. And the Star card in the past, Capricorn, doesn't have to be the past. Let's see. We have the King of Cups. So you could have been really in love with them or had a lot of faith and hope for this. And this could be their energy, as I have been, as I said. And Temperance is here. You could have, right? And this faith, this could be a new beginning, the Star too. Because that is what is wanted here, a new beginning, for sure. Right? And Temperance, Sagittarius, Capricorn, I'm sorry. Temperance showing up with the Ace of Cups, and this is what's on your mind. You could be wondering here if you're going to heal the situation and have this new beginning. I just mentioned a new beginning, right? A new beginning or a new opportunity with this person. And we know that This person is like pumped about you, Capricorn. This little joyful muse, this little cat. He looked like he took something, right? His pupils are so big here. But you know, they want to nurture this because you are their joyful muse. Yeah, you bring joy to them, right? And you bring inspiration, and that's what he is. He's like, wow, I can't wait to see Capricorn. That's how I'm seeing this reading here. And that was the first card before Winter's Dream, which talks about let yourself figure things out. Don't fall asleep, but let yourself figure things out. And the Three of Cups in the near future with the Eight of Wands. This looks like you're going to get back together with this person, especially the lovers. Or you're going to have a change with them and they're going to join you. I mean, however you want to call it, right? Let's see why we have the Three of Cups. Five of Swords. There's going to be some type of defeat here. You could feel defeated by the situation. You may. But I feel like this is more like a victory and a defeat. And maybe your person is just defeating old ways of thinking, right? Because of this awakening here that I believe they are accepting. That somebody's accepting. Eight of Wands. Uh-oh. We have all these cards. I don't want this. Every so often there's a little wind here. Sorry, you guys. Oh my God. Didn't want to do readings inside today. No, I didn't. Okay, we're going to move this box of cards in just a minute. So let's see what else we have, right? And then we have the Two of Wands, Capricorn. Your person might feel defeated. This could be them feeling defeated because somebody does feel defeated here. Somebody's unhappy in this reading. The worst part could be over for this person, for your person. I feel like the worst part is over because their wisdom is like leading them to joy, to you, Capricorn. Yeah, they have their glasses have their big thick glasses here are really kind of butterflies. Yeah, they are. Can you believe this stuff? Because he's cute, right? But right here, Capricorn is the Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands. This could be your concern. Is there going to be change? Are they at a crossroads? Are they going to choose me? Are we going to move forward together? I feel like that is your concern. Is this going to happen for me? The Lovers is in your environment. Let's see what it says. And the Sun. Yeah, there's major clarity here. This person here with this cosmic find your star family in the cosmic game of hide and seek, right? Yeah, this cosmic game is, this person knows you're their soulmate. They sure know that, right? Yeah. Because you're fun, Capricorn, or you're inspiring or something like that. Yeah. And so in their environment here, in the environment is the Sun and the Lovers. This could be a choice for happiness. And I feel like that's what all these cards are about. Yeah, the cards that I was kind of taking forever to talk about, right? But in the environment here is this is a choice to have joy, a choice to have happiness, a choice to succeed, a choice to see this, to let this illuminate me, right? The choice to restore, a choice to have vitality. Yeah. And a major illumination here with the Sun that you are a soulmate here, right? The Lovers, the angel is usually there. They are angels in this reading, these two people. Yeah, these two kind of, these two Italians, right? I feel like they are, but because the writer he's Italian and yeah, it is. Okay, the Page of Wands is what they want or what you want, Capricorn. I said that's a change in direction or a renewal. The Hermit's with it. You want this person here to become spiritually aware, and they are. I feel like you feel like that's the only thing holding you back. I beg your pardon, you guys. I feel like that is the only thing that's holding you back here or holding them back is their higher consciousness. Yeah. Just ask my my landlady. She lives in the big house, right? And so her niece is here, and they were on the hammock, right? And they were laying there, her and her friend, or her and her cousin, or her sister. I don't know who it was, but I just say, hey, do you guys believe in the spiritual life? And they just looked at me, right? And they just made this face kind of like, I never really thought about it, or I'm not sure, or not really, or I don't know. And I just said to them, I go, so you think we're just skin and bones? And And then I went on to say I'm a sociologist, right? And yeah, I don't want them to think I'm kind of like bugging them. Some people are like so timid, right? We have the Queen of Swords here. I don't think they're so timid, but I feel like they think I'm probably a nut, right? Yeah, probably. The Queen of Swords is here, and the Queen of Swords is going to be in your outcome here. And you know, this here is just the discernment here. This reading is what you have been discerning, right? You have been discerning if they're going to choose you, and wake the heck up, right? You're like, could you please wake up, please? Because yeah, we got to get to work here because we love each other. Let's see what we have, Capricorn. And we're going to finish this in the other reading. And we're doing right now, we have the Conjure deck. Yeah, we're trying to conjure up some trouble here. This is what we always do, right? That's how people see it, right? Let's see what we have, Capricorn, just teasing. And this is going to be their spread. Show me the energy for Capricorn's person, and we will finish it in the outcome. Okay. The morning glories, Capricorn. This is the Queen of Diamonds. This is somebody who takes over somebody's heart. And this is the root in this reading. And this is their reading. Okay? This is going to be a great reading. It is. I can already tell. Very interesting here. And let's see what else we have. We have the woodpecker. This talks about, this is their concern, a new beginning in love. I feel like it is. Yeah. And let's see what else we have, and we will talk about these in the outcome. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. The extended reading is super affordable. It's below. The link is below. And also, we're going to have a tarot spread on them with regular tarot cards, right? How they feel about you and the whole dynamic between you. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for joining me here. God bless you guys. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe.